Today I'm going to do an economy melodica review. It's my second melodica video, and here are a few of them. The first one you'll see on the floor is not one of the economy models, but I will explain as we go. So there is a Yamaha P37D, a Kahaya 32 key melodica, a Kahaya 37 key melodica, and a brand that I can't be exactly sure which one it was. Let me explain. I looked through my order history at a couple of websites where I've ordered things and couldn't find exactly this one. But when I look at Amazon, it looks like some they have in the $30 price range right now. It looks a lot like the one you see currently by Mugig, M-U-G-I-G, I guess Music Gig, Mugig. In this case, but I can't be sure that that one is exactly the same as this or plays the same. It's just that sometimes I think different companies slap their label on things that are actually all made in the same place. So visually, if you were to match this case with some on Amazon, there's a couple in the $30 price range, and that's what this one sounds like. And here's what this one sounds like. It has a little bit of response delay. It seems to take a little bit of air. It's got the nice handle on the back. So here are how the octaves are on it. So it has some intonation problems, but it's only in the $30 price range, and the sound is pretty nice, and it just seems to take a lot of air to play, especially in the high range. Okay, so going to a little down in price and to another 37 key melodica is the Kahaya Cahaya over here, that came with one tube, one mouthpiece, a couple of wiping cloths, a nice soft blue case, and I had a choice of colors for this one. And so that one sounds like this. I have to say, instantly blowing from that one to this is more responsive and therefore a little more fun to play. The other one's a couple years older, but I don't see why that should make a difference. Here are the octaves. Now, you heard some intonation troubles at the octaves on the red no-name brand one. Here are the octaves on the Kahaya 37 key. So I know I did that kind of fast, but the problems were pretty big. The thing that I have to say is I can't say that it's consistently going to be true. You might get a better one. And when I played just melodically without playing in octaves, you notice those problems a little bit less. And like I said, it was a step up in terms of how fun to play it was compared to this $30 one that comes in the more rigid rectangle case with the two stripes here. Although, sorry for not knowing the brand. This one, again, so we stepped down in intonation and up in response, and in my opinion, up in tone quality. So, tough call, and maybe the company will get more consistent and better with intonation. Here is the next Kahaya model, their 32 key, which came with two tubes, one in here, and two of their short mouthpieces, and a couple of wiping cloths, which I guess I dropped somewhere, but it came with a couple of two wipe cloths as well. So here comes the Kahaya 32 key. Okay, so this we're continuing to step up, in my opinion. You lose a few keys going down to 32 key, but based on the models I have here, and manufacturing can be inconsistent at times, but based on what I have here, I like this one the best of the three. It had better response, more beautiful tone. Let's hear how the octaves are. Okay, so with 5 to 7 bad octaves that weren't as bad as the other two, and a little bit of a warmer tone and quicker response than the other two, this, if I had to perform on one of those three, this would be it. So what I'm going to do now for you is play back a little faster without the talking in between. Here we go. Kahaya 32 key. Kahaya 37 key. A little bit of a smaller sound and a little bit more effort to blow. My other name brand, if you want to match this visually to some on Amazon, they're probably the same thing in the same factory with different labels slapped on them. It's just my opinion, but the tone's a little more brittle and a little smaller, thinner than the other two. So I would pick them in order, reverse order of what I just played, from top to bottom. Oh yeah, what I didn't mention is the price on those Kahayas. So this was, I said, I think I paid between $33 and $36 for this a couple of years ago and like it the least. The Kahaya 37 key, which had some intonation problems, maybe the worst intonation today, was only $26 or $25.99. And even though this particular one had some intonation issues, it was good response, more fun to play than the other, and as an introductory model, not too bad if you really wanted to have the 37 keys. But that intonation, boy, that was a little rough. So then the Kahaya 32 key was only $16, $15.99, and this is all at Amazon. So $15.99 for the 32 key was, I don't know, the one I liked best. Now, if you want to splurge, as I showed in my last video, my favorite is still my Yamaha. So what I'm going to do, and that's a P37D, and that's $100. So what I'm going to do here, if you're not on the $30 budget, or the $16 budget even, is show you the Yamaha, but I'll compare it back to back with my favorite of these three, which I think this one actually, for 16 bucks, comes pretty close. So here's that one again. And there's the Yummy. So, $100 versus 16, not too bad. I'll show you the octaves on the Yamaha just as a gut check. Let's see if they hold up to that price difference. Now you can open these things up and tune them, and as I explained in my last video, if you do that, sometimes you break them. You can watch my other Melodica video for that story. So I hope this was informative and helps you in some way. Any questions, I'll try to respond when I see them. Thanks so much.